In New York, Muslim, interfaith, and civil rights groups rallied at the steps of City Hall on January 26 to express outrage that Police Commissioner Ray Kelly misled the public about appearing in and screening a controversial film called The Third Jihad to hundreds of police officers. The 72-minute-long film, produced by the right-wing Clarion Fund, shows footage from terrorist trainings and attacks, but also of a multicultural Muslim Day parade in New York. The film argues that American Muslims are part of a movement to install Sharia law in the United States and destroy Western civilization.
The document states that their work in America is a kind of a grand jihad in eliminating and destroying the Western civilization from within.
According to documents obtained by the Brennan Center, nearly 1,500 officers saw the film. Adam Carroll of the Muslim American Civil Liberties Coalition says the film is anti-Muslim.
It's full of provocative imagery. Some of it is what it actually says, claiming that we're conducting a 1,400-year-old jihad and things like that, that we're a stealth community or a stealth jihad community, that any of our institutions that we create are trying to undermine the state. This is very similar to the anti-communist hysteria that took place in the McCarthy era. It's a very, very similar, same playbook.
People are also outraged after revelations that Commissioner Kelly agreed to be interviewed for the film. A police spokesperson admitted this after previously stating the film used archival footage. Commissioner Kelly apologized and said in a written statement, quote, "While it never became part of the department's curriculum and was not authorized for any training, regrettably it was shown in a room where officers who were filling out paperwork or on break from actual training had an opportunity to view it over an extended period in 2010. But many say that's insufficient."
We do not accept the apology of Commissioner Kelly, and we did not ask him for an apology.
Linda Sarsour is director of New York's Arab American Association. She says both Commissioner Ray Kelly and his chief spokesperson, Paul Brown, should resign.
We believe that they have continued to lie to the Muslim community, and we are sure that they are covering up a lot of mismanagement and corruption on the part of the NYPD.
Muslim community, civil rights groups, and some New York City Council members are also demanding the retraining of officers and an oversight body to hold the NYPD publicly accountable.
The state of the Muslim American community right now is we're under surveillance, we're being illegally spied on, we're being intimidated by law enforcement, and we are getting no accountability from Commissioner Kelly, Mayor Bloomberg, or any of senior leadership at the NYPD, and we're here to say enough is enough.
Also expressing outrage was John Mascow of the groups Jews Against Islamophobia.
And so we're here to make it clear that the Jewish community, that large parts of the Jewish community are totally outraged by this.
Mascow says the revelations reflect the standing of Muslims in America today.
I mean, it's so clearly that this is an issue of power and the police department's vision of who's powerless. Because just imagine if the police department had been showing an anti-Semitic film of the same kind.
News about the film follows last year's revelations that the NYPD, with the help of the CIA, had been carrying out a massive spying program targeted at Muslim and immigrant communities, including people not suspected of any crimes. Religious leaders who attended Thursday's rallies include Imam Abdul Baqi from Queens, New York, who says the NYPD's actions have resulted in a state of fear for Muslim New Yorkers.
The community has been besieged by fear and apprehension that the law enforcement agencies are not there to protect them, but to incriminate them and to do injustice towards them rather than to protect them. And this is indeed wrong, because people should not fear their law enforcement.
The Muslim American community and civil rights groups say they will continue to demand Commissioner Kelly's resignation. He has so far refused to step down. Reporting for The Real News and FSRN, this is Jessel Noor in New York.